Hi guys, welcome to my next tutorial. Today I've got another project for you. This time it will be square doily. Make as a one whole part. Today you will need crochet hook 1.75 millimeters and the crochet thread yarn number 10. I am using Rico Essential, and you will need about one ball for this project, maybe a little bit less. This doily is measured about 19 inches, so if you want to make it bigger you need to 90 inches. So if you would like to make it bigger you need to use the bigger crochet hook size and a little bit thicker crochet thread yarn. Our work, we need to start by making slip knot, then chain of 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Slip stitch into the first chain to form ring. Then chain of 3. It will be counted as a first double crochet of the first row, and into the chain 12, so into the loop, we will work 31 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and now we need to keep continue until we will have 31 double crochets plus chain 3. At the end of our round we need to work slip stitch into the third chain, so into the top of first double crochet. We've done 32 stitches. Round number 2, chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then chain of 2. Now we need to skip first double crochet, and into the second we will work 1 double crochet, chain of 2 again, and again we need to skip first double crochet, into the second we need to make 1 double crochet, chain of 2, into the first one we need to skip, into the second double crochet. So now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So at the end we should have 16 double crochets plus 16 chain 2 spaces. Okay, so at the end of our round, after the last chain of 2, we need to make slip stitch into the third chain again. So make sure that we are leaving the next 2 chain stitches free. Round number 3, chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then 1 double crochet into the chain space, and then we will work chain of 2, and again 1 double crochet into double crochet from the previous round, then 1 double crochet into the chain space, chain of 2, 1 double crochet into the double crochet from the previous round, then double crochet into the chain space, chain of 2, double crochet into the double crochet from the previous round, then into the chain space, chain of 2, and again we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. And again at the end we will work slip stitch into the third chain, so basically each round we need to finish at the moment in the same way. Round number 4, chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the chain space, then chain of 2, and again 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2 into the chain space, chain of 2, 1 double crochet into the first 2 stitches into the chain space, chain of 2. So again we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So basically we will work 3 double crochets and then chain of 2. Round number 5 we need to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, then 1 double crochet into the chain space, then chain of 2. So as you can see, in each round now we are adding 1 more double crochet. So again, into the next 3 stitches 1 double crochet, then double crochet into the chain space, chain of 2. Into the next 3 double crochets, 1 double crochet, then into the chain space, chain of 2. So now we need to continue this pattern to the end of our round, and then we need to repeat this pattern for 4 more rows. So on the next row we will have 5 double crochets, then 6, 7 and 8. So 4 more rows working by this way: 1 double crochet in each stitch, then into the chain space, then chain of 2. Okay, so now I've done my 9th row. So at the moment, as you can see, we should have 8 double crochets at the end. So in each round I just add 1 more double crochet than on the previous round. So as I said, we've got 9 rounds, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 9. And now we need to start round number 10. After, as I've done slip stitch into the top of chain 3, now we will work slip stitch into the second stitch. So basically we need to skip the first stitch, then chain of 5. This is the first double treble crochet, and now we will work into the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches only treble crochet, but we need to yarn over as a double treble crochet, so 3 times. Then we are putting our crochet hook into the next stitch and we are working 3 first 2 loops, 1, 2 and 3 times. The last loop need to stay on the hook, and again yarn over 3 times, go into the next stitch and work through first 2 loops 3 times. The last loop need to stay on the hook. So now we need to repeat this pattern 3 more times. 1, 2, and 1 more time, 3. Each time I was leaving the last loop on the hook, so now we should have 6 loops on the hook, so the same number loops as number of stitches. Now we can work through all loops to finish the stitch, chain 1 for lock. Then we will work chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the chain 2 space, and again chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again we need to yarn over 3 times, skip the first stitch, into the second we will work through first 2 loops 3 times, and then again yarn over 3 times, work through first 2 loops 3 times, so each time we are leaving the last loop on the hook. Into the next stitch the same, and then into the next, and and into the next 2 as well. So each time we need to skip the last and the first stitch on each group of 8 double crochets. This time we should have 7 loops on the hook, 6 for our stitches and 1 for stitch which we've done before. We are working through all 7 loops, chain 1 for lock, then chain of 5. Single crochet into the chain 2 space. So, and then again we need to work chain of 5, then only the part of the double treble crochet, so the last loop need to stay on the hook into the 6 stitches, so first and last one we need to skip, and we need to repeat this pattern until we will have 4 times our 6 double treble crochets together. So now I've done my 4th, I've done 1, 2, 3 and 4th 6 double treble crochets together, and now chain of 5, 3, 4, 5, but instead of making single crochet into the chain space, we will work 4 double treble crochets. So 1, 2, 3 and one more time, 4. So we've done 4 double treble crochets, then chain of 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we need to go to the next 8 double crochets from the previous round, and we will work 6 double treble crochets together again. So exactly the same as we've done from the beginning of our round. So until 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So until as we will have another 4 times 6 double treble crochets together, we need to work chain of 5 and into, so 1, 2, 3 and 4, into the 4th chain 2 space we will work 4 double treble crochets again. So 4 times 6 double treble crochets together and into the 4th, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 4 double treble crochets together, and again 1, 2, 3 into the 4th, and again 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we will be finishing our round by making 4 double treble crochets into the last chain space as well. At the end of our round we need to work chain of 2 and then double crochet into the top big loop. So is the actually stitch where we've done 6 double treble crochets together. So instead of making chain of 5, chain of 2 and double crochet. So now we are in a center of chain space. And now we will start next round. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 rounds. We've got done round number 11. Chain of 1 as a single crochet, then chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain of 6, sorry, and 6. Then we are going into the next chain space and we will work single crochet, then chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, single crochet into the next chain space, chain of 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, single crochet into the next chain space. So now we are actually working only in a chain spaces. Chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next chain space, then chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next chain space, chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next chain space, and again chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 and 6, single crochet into the next chain space. Now chain of 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we've got our 4 double treble crochets. So now in each double treble crochet we need to work double treble crochet again. So we have to yarn over 3 times and work double treble crochet. Oh dear. Four double treble crochets on the corner. After the 4 double treble crochets, again chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the first chain space, then chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next chain space. So actually exactly the same as at the beginning. So in each corner we need to work double treble crochets, and we're still working with chain of 6, and then on the sides chain of 6 and single crochet in each chain space. At the end of our round we need to work chain of 2 and then treble crochet into the first chain. It is quite easy to see where we actually finished because we've done double crochet on the previous round, and now we need to work treble crochet into the first chain. So the first chain was our first single crochet, and now again we are in a center of chain space. So now we need to start by making chain of 6, 2, 4, 5 and 6, and then single crochet into the next chain space, chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next chain space. So as you know, we should have 9 chain spaces from on the previous round. Chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the next chain space, and now we need to repeat this pattern to the end, to the corner, so to the 4 double treble crochets. Okay, and now we need to, I've done single crochet into the last chain of 6 from the previous round, so chain of 6 again, and this time into the double treble crochets we will work treble crochets in each stitch. So 1 treble crochet into the our 4 stitches, and now chain of 6 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the first chain space, then chain of 6, single crochet into the next chain space, and again we need to repeat making chain of 6 and single crochet in each stitch to the next corner. then 4 treble crochets and chain of 6 again. So now, as we finished our whole side, you should have 10 chain 6 spaces. So this is the round number 12 and we've got 10. On round number 11 we had 9, so it's quite similar as we've done on the previous rounds. Now we will be working the same pattern, but on each round we will have one more chain space than on the previous. So now we need to finish this round and then repeat our pattern for the next 1, 2, 3, 4 for row 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17. So we need to finish this round and then continue this pattern for the next 5 rows until we will have 17 rows, and then on the row number 17 we will have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 chain 6 spaces. Now I am at the end of my round number 17, so actually I need to we need to finish by making again chain of 2 and treble crochet, and we should have 15 chain 6 spaces on each side. Now we will start round number 18. At the beginning is actually the same, so chain of 7. So chain 1 as a first single crochet, then chain of 6 as a chain 6 space, single crochet into the next chain space, chain of 6, then single crochet into the next chain space. So now we need to again repeat this pattern to the corner, so to the 4 treble crochets. So now I've got my last chain of 6, and now instead of making another 4 treble crochets, we will work single crochet into the first one and then chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then single crochet into the last stitch. So we need to skip next 2, single crochet into the last double treble crochet. And now chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the first chain space, and then we need to continue as normal. So in this round we should have 16 chain 6 spaces, and this is actually the last one round where we are working with the chain spaces. So don't forget, single crochet into the first double treble crochet, chain of 4, single crochet into the last double treble crochet. At the end of our round we need to work chain of 1 and then double treble crochet into the first chain, so into the first single crochet. So now we are maybe not even in the center, just before the center of the chain space, so not exactly in the center. Now we will start round number 19, and we will start it by making chain of 4 as a first treble crochet, and then into the same chain space we need to make 4 more treble crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. We are going into the next chain space and we will work 5 treble crochets again. 1, 2, 3, 4 and one more, 5. chain of 3. And now we need to repeat pattern by making 5 treble crochet in each chain space until the last chain 6. Then I will tell you what we have to do in chain 4 space at the corner. I've done the last 5 treble crochets, then the last chain of 3, and now I've got chain of 4. Into that chain of 4 we need to work 12 treble crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Now again, chain of 3, into the first chain space 5 treble crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, chain of 3, we are going into the next chain space, chain of 5, and now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So in each corner, in each chain of 4 we will work now 12 treble crochets, and in each chain 6 space we need to work 5 treble crochets, then chain of 3. Now we've got row 20. So after as I've done slip stitch into the chain of 4, now instead of making slip stitch into the all stitches, then into the next chain and all stitches again, I will turn my work and I will start working on the wrong side. We still will be working with the runs, but now on the wrong side because it will be easier. So slip stitch into the chain space as we've done just at the end of our round number 19, and we will start working with a chain of 4 as a first treble crochet, then another 4 treble crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 5 stitches into the first chain space, chain of 2, into the next 4 stitches, 1 treble crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain of 2. Into the next 4 stitches, 4 treble crochets, 1 in each stitch. 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain of 2, into the next 4 stitches, 1 treble crochet in each stitch. 1, 3 and 4. Chain of 2, 5 treble crochets into the next chain space, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now we need to make chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we need to skip first chain space, and into the second we will work 5 treble crochets. So first one we need to skip, into the second 5 treble crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Chain of 7 and again skip first chain space, into the second 5 treble crochets. So now we need to repeat this pattern until we will have next corner. So last 5 treble crochets into the chain space before the corner, then 4 treble crochets, chain 2, another 4 treble crochets, chain 2, then treble crochets, chain 2, and again into the first chain space 5 treble crochets. Then we need to skip first one, and into the second we need to repeat. Round 21. So I've got my 5 double crochets before the corner. So now, after as I've done slip stitch into the first stitch, I need to start by making single crochet. So chain 1, then 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we've done 5 single crochets, then chain of 2, chain of 3 into the next 4 treble crochets. We need to work 1 double crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain of 3, 1 single crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Chain of 3 into the next 4 stitches, 1 double crochet. 1, 2, 3 and 4. After the 4 double crochets, chain of 3, 1, 2 and 3, and again 1 single crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And now, after the corner, we need to work chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and into the next 5 stitches treble crochet in each stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Chain of 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Into the next 5 stitches 1 single crochet, 1 2 3 4 and 5. And then again, after 5 single crochets, chain of 7, treble crochet into the next 5 stitches. So now we need to repeat our pattern to the next corner. In one group of 5 double crochets we need to work treble crochets, as I am doing now. Then we are going into the next and we need to work single crochet, and again treble crochets into the next 5 double crochets, then single crochet. Between each we need to make chain of 7, and then on the corner we need to repeat exactly what we've done at the beginning. So we are working with single crochets and double crochets, not treble crochets. So on the corners single crochets and double crochets, on the sides treble crochets and then single crochets. Now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. Row 22. I've done slip stitch into the first single crochet at the end of our round. Now I will do slip stitch into the second because we need to skip the first single crochet. Chain 1 as a first single crochet. Now 1 single crochet into the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and the last one we need to skip. Chain of 3. Now into the first double crochet we will work double crochet, into the second 2 double crochets, into the third 2 double crochets again, into the last one 1 double crochet, chain of 3, and again skip the first single crochet, then into the next 3 we need to work 1 single crochet, 1 2 3. So because we've got only 4 stitches we need to skip the first one. Chain of 3, and again 1 double crochet into the first stitch, 2 double crochets into the second, 1 and 2, 2 double crochets into the third, 1 and 2, and 1 double crochet into the last one. Chain of 3. Now we need to skip first stitch into the next 3, 1 single crochet, 1 2 and 3, chain of 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now we will work with double crochets all the way around. So 1 double crochet into the first stitch, 2 double crochets into the second, 1 and 2, 1 double crochet into the third, 2 double crochets into the fourth, 1 and 2, and 1 double crochet into the last one. Chain of 7, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, skip first single crochet into the next 3 stitches. One, 2 and 3, chain of 7, and now we need to repeat. So now double crochet into the first, 2 into the second, 1 into the third, 3 into the 2 into the fourth, and 1 into the fifth. So exactly the same as we've done here. So now we need to repeat. We know what we need to do in the corner. If we've got only 4 stitches, we need to skip only the first one. Now we've got round 23. So I finished by making the last chain of 7 and slip stitch into the first single crochet, and now we will work slip stitch into the second. So first one we need to skip, chain 1 as a first single crochet and single crochet into the next stitch, sorry. So we've done 2 single crochets, and now on the previous round we had chain of 3. Now in the same line we will work chain of 5, 3, 4, 5, and we should have 6 double crochets. So now into the first 3 double crochets we will work double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, then chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the next 3 stitches 1 double crochet again, 1, 2, and 3. And we've got another chain of 3 from the previous round. So now chain of 5, 3, 4, 5. We need to skip first single crochet, and into the second and third 1 single crochet, 1 and 2, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and again into the first 3 stitches 1 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the next 3 stitches 1 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Now again one more time chain of 5. We need to skip first single crochet, into the next 2 1 single crochet, 1 and 2, and now on the previous round we had chain of 7, and we will do the same. Chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, into the first 3 stitches 1 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to skip 4th stitch, and into the last 3 stitches 1 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to skip first single crochet, into the next 2 stitches 1 single crochet in each, chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again into the first 3 stitches 1 double crochet, 1, 2, and 3, chain of 5. We need to skip 4th stitch, and into the last 3 1 double crochet again, 1, 2, oh, I forgot to skip, let's go skip the first one into the last 3, 1, 2, and 3, and again chain of 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need to repeat. So where we've done 6 chain 7 space, we need to work chain 7 space again. Where we've got 7 double crochets, we need to skip 1 double crochet. Where we've done chain of 3, we need to work chain of 5, and each time we need to skip first single crochet. So now we need to repeat our pattern all the way around. Now round 24. So after as I've done slip stitch into the first single crochet, I will make chain of 1 as a first single crochet, and then the second stitch we need to skip. Now we've got chain of 5 as we've done on the previous round. Now we will work chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. 1, 2 and 3. So we've got chain of 6, 3 double crochets, then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, into the chain 3 space, into the chain 5 space we will work double crochet, chain of 2 and double crochet, chain of 3, 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So V-stitch by making 2 double crochets and chain of 2 into the chain 5 space, and then chain of 3, 1 double crochet into each stitch. So now as we've done chain of 5, we need to work chain of 6 in this round, 5 and 6, single crochet into the first stitch, and second we need to skip chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and again single crochet, double crochet into the first 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, chain of 3, V-stitch into the chain 5 space, so double crochet, chain of 2, then double crochet, and now again chain of 3, double crochet into the next 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3. Now we've got the last chain of 5, so we will work chain of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, single crochet into the first single crochet, and on our previous round now we've done chain of 7, so we will work chain of 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now 1 double crochet into the first 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, chain of 3, V-stitch into the chain 5 space, so double crochet, chain of 2 and then double crochet, chain of 3, 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and again chain of 7, single crochet into the first, single crochet, chain of 7, double crochet into the next 3 stitches. So in the place where we've done chain of 5 on the previous round, we need to work chain of 6. Where we've done chain of 7, we still need to work with chain 7. V-stitch by making 2 double crochets and chain of 2, we need to work in each chain 5 space. So now we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. round 25. At the end I've done slip stitch into the first stitch, so into the first single crochet, and now we need to work slip stitch in each chain till we will have the first double crochet. So in each chain stitch 5 and 6 and slip stitch into the first double crochet. Now chain of 3, it will be first double crochet and then double crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. Then chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, treble crochet into the first chain space, so this time treble crochet, not double, chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, treble crochet into the V-stitch, chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, treble crochet into the last chain space. Then chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, 1, 2 and 3, and then we need to skip chain spaces and single crochet, and we are going straight into the next 3 double crochets, and we need to work 1 double crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2 and 3. Chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need to repeat what we've done at the beginning. So now the main pattern is staying the same. Treble crochet into the first chain space, chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, treble crochet into the next chain space, so into the V-stitch, chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then treble crochet into the next chain space, chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 and 7, 1 treble crochet, 1 double crochet into the next 3 double crochets, 1, 2 and 3, then into the next 3 double crochets without any chain stitches. 1, 2 and 3, and again chain of 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, treble crochet into the first chain space, then chain of 7, treble crochet into the V-stitch, and we need to repeat our pattern all the way around. So now actually everything is staying the same. At the end of our round we need to work slip stitch into the third chain, so into the first double crochet, and now round 26, this is the last one round. Slip stitch into the next 2 stitches and then into the chain space. Chain 1 as a single crochet, then we need to work another 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, or actually we can work 4, so the chain 1 we don't need to count as any stitch, then chain of 3, slip stitch into the first chain, or actually single crochet we can work, and another 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So into the chain 7 space we've done 4 single crochets, picot, and another 4 single crochets. The same into the next chain space, 1, 2, 3 and 4 4 single crochets, chain of 3, single crochet into the first chain and another 4 single crochets into the same chain space. 1, 2, 3 and 4. And again into the next chain stitch, 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4, then chain of 3, single crochet into the first chain space, into the first chain stitch, and then another 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And now basically we need to repeat this pattern, working 4 single crochets, picot and 4 single crochets in each chain space. One, 2, 3 and 4. So now we need to skip our 6 double crochets and we are going straight into the next chain space and the same. 4 single crochets, then picot, so chain of 3, slip single crochet into the first chain and another 4 single crochets. So now our pattern we need to repeat all the way around. At the end of our round we need to work the last slip stitch into the first single crochet, and that's it, our work is done. So thank you for staying with me to the end of this tutorial. If you are new on my channel, don't forget to subscribe and see you next time. Have a good day.